What's up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. Appreciate you guys being on here. If you're new to this channel for some reason, make sure you subscribe to it first and foremost. That's the most important thing, as you will be notified of when we drop content, which actually is a lot. So make sure you're a part of what's going on. Obviously, big news out of the Big 12 today. If you didn't think the Big 12 was already the most incompetent conference in the nation, they have proved themselves once again in their incompetence, as they have apparently uh, made a change, clarification. I don't even know what to call it, an addendum, whatever, to the tiebreaker scenario rule that was already in effect. Supposedly there will be meetings tomorrow. Well, this will kind of be hashed out and talked about. You saw Barry Trammell, who posted this originally, right? And others have now picked up on it. But yeah, Barry Trammell kind of broke that. But Jay, what? Everyone wanted clarification about the tiebreaker. I don't think this is what they meant.
Well, the problem with this whole situation, I mean, whether or not they're trying to, you're going to have the people come out and say they're trying to screw OU, okay? But I think we could all agree. I mean, here's the thing. I don't think, I don't know if I would give them even that much credit. I don't think they know what the heck they're doing. I think they thought it would not get to this type of tiebreaker. And now that it is, and they saw all the traffic on that site yesterday where people trying to figure out the tiebreaker rules, they thought, oh, crap, we're going to have to figure this out. And they looked at it, and it's wonky. It's flat out wonky. And listen, OSU fans, I know you're going to say, well, OSU should get the tiebreaker for its OU and KSU because they beat them both. But let me tell you something, Poke fan, you didn't play Texas. That's not fair either.
No, but they are right.
It depends on who you play. They need to come out and clarify it. I hope tomorrow that they get a clarification on the rule. And after that, well, you shouldn't even be changing it 2 weeks from the end of the season. It's ridiculous.
Jay, what happened? And you said maybe it isn't to screw OU, but look at it. It very well could be, because you're this late in the year and you're changing things, because I think it came to the real possibility. They saw the writing on the wall and said, oh, whoa, this could be OU Tech. This can't happen. I don't know why. I do agree with OSU fans. If it's a three-way tie between those three, OU, OSU, and Kansas State, obviously OSU should get it. But unfortunately, that's not the way it was worded. And so did they word it incorrectly and they need to change it now? Or did they just not think this was a possibility and they didn't think it'd get this far down? Heck, it may even get to the coin flip. I don't know what's going on, but tomorrow, I don't know who's going to lead that meeting, wherever it's going to be, if it's going to be Brett Yormark or whatever.
No,
but
it's not going to be.
Needs to be.
It's not going to be Yormark. He's too busy trying to find out who the halftime entertainment is for the Big 12 championship game. Won't be him.
That is true. It's going to be the ADs, right? Correct? In this meeting.
They got to get it figured out on paper, and Big 12 needs to make a statement. You saw what Big 12 posted on Twitter at 12:30 today, trying to figure out the tiebreaker. They had this guy looking at the board with all these freaking things, this little graphic, and then they deleted it right after.
And then they come up with this. It's craziness.
It's baffling. No other conference in college football would have this issue. Not one other conference would have an issue right now. And what do you do in a scenario like that if it's a conference where you don't play everybody? Well, the way they worded it was, since they haven't played everybody, they go off of the highest percentage against the top common opponent. But now they're going to change that wording, I guess, or clarify. I don't know.
And in the end, I mean, let's be frankly honest, Jay. The change that could possibly be made, the clarification, if that's what you want to call it, is most definitely going to affect and probably hurt OU more negatively than any other team.
It would on the three-way tie with, well, here's the deal. Three-way tie with OU, OSU, and K-State wasn't going to go OU's favor anyway. It was going to go K-State probably. So, but they're probably looking at it to see how it could hurt OU. I'm sure that's what they're looking at. I mean, who cares? It's a joke. Get me out of the Big 12. Skip the Big 12 title game. Get out of it. Get out of the conference now, ASAP. Leave it.
Yeah, I was just shocked when I saw this come across my feed and the link to Barry Trammell's article. I honestly, just gasped and said, what is this? And then as I read through it, I just thought, you can't possibly do this with 2 weeks left in the season? Like, surely there's something against that, but I guess there's not. So I guess they realize their mistake again, or they don't like the results of what's about to happen. It's one or the other. You made a mistake, or you don't like the possibility of what could happen in
But
2 weeks in Arlington, which is OU versus Texas for the last Big 12 title.
I chunk it up to the Big 12 conference is so incompetent that when they made the tiebreaker rules, they probably didn't even read them themselves. They didn't even think what the scenario could actually. They probably didn't think there's no way 3 teams are going to be tied and they're not going to have played everybody. Whatever. It's baffling. It's ridiculous, and it's pretty clear worded on the ones we talked about in our tiebreaker video 2 days ago. And the 36,000 people, the traffic that went to that site that you could put the formula in and figure out who the Big 12 champion is. Those 36,000 people, it was pretty clear to them how it was going to end up by going off the rules of the Big 12. So what are they changing, Jeremy? What are they changing tomorrow? That's what I'm interested to see. What are they, quote, clarifying? Please clarify it for me, because on the three-way tie, OU did not play K-State.
No, and there's also the
I know
three-way
OSU beat
tie.
them both, but OSU schedule, they didn't play Texas. Is that fair for OSU? No.
Yeah, look, it's going to get wonky. It's not going to get wonky. It's been wonky. All I know is this. There is a definitional difference between changing and modifying something and clarifying it. To change something means what you had was not effective enough.
You got to change the wording.
Adjust it to get it fitting. If you clarify, then you're saying, well, the rule was right. We've just got to clarify what we meant by it. Now, if they say they're going to clarify it, there's no rule change.
Yeah,
if they change it,
read it, Jeremy. Read the rule. What would they clarify on that? What would they clarify to make it different?
I don't know. That's why I think the term clarification is in quotes, because it's a change. It's 100% a change that's going to happen tomorrow. And guess what, Sooner Nation? Make sure you are subscribed to the Sooner Surge, because we will have a video to break down whatever the I guess I'll say this. We'll clarify the clarification when that is clarified.
Yeah, and you're going to want to, tonight we'll be live again like we are every night. Probably closer to 10 tonight, I'm guessing, but it'll be tonight, 9:45, 10-ish. We'll be on probably talking about this the majority of the time because the viewers want to talk about it. But it's frustrating as just a football fan that a commissioner and a conference could be this. I mean, there's a lot of jobs you lose your job over this. I mean, this is silly.
But guess what, Jay? When it's the Big 12, this is the normalcy. So here it is, the normalcy of the Big 12. We're all accustomed to it. Thanks for joining us on the Sooner Surge. Make sure you subscribe. Till next time, Boomer.